So I often get asked the question, what is the biggest problem you find with boards? Well, and usually when I get asked this question, it's from a very prescriptive viewpoint. And so people think, okay, well, if we know what the biggest problem with boards are and we fix it with our board, then our board is going to be fantastic. It doesn't quite work that way, because every board is unique on several levels, you know. And so many things come into the picture to make your board unique in its own sense. So the business model that your organization is running, the industry you're working, the kind of clients you have to deal with, even the very people sitting around the board table, all of that comes into play to make your board very unique in its own way. And so it's not a one-size-fits-all. But what I do find, a bit of a common thread of what I find, sadly, around a number of boards I have worked with, is that you have a board, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever number of people sitting around the table. But collectively, the board does not know the full capabilities of everybody sitting around the table. And that, for me, is a huge missed opportunity, because if you knew the full complement of brain power you have sitting around the board, their depth, their width, their experiences, not just their technical, professional expertise, but everything beyond that, you actually can have deeper strategic conversations that you ordinarily would not have, because now you have a full complement of brain power sitting around the board and you know what that complement is. You also miss out, especially from the executive management point of view, because if they knew the full complement of brain power sitting around the table, they have an opportunity to extract, the best advice from that board that they ordinarily would not. And so these, for me, are all missed opportunities. And I often say to people, it's not just the technical expertise, because somebody's an accountant or a lawyer or hydrologist or whatever. But I have come across people who have beyond technical expertise. So you come across somebody who just has an uncanny ability to connect unusual dots together. I've come across people who have an unusual capability to project their minds into the future and see what most people would not. And you come across people with all sorts of different capabilities. And so for me, it is having an understanding what all these capabilities are, and utilizing them for the benefit of the board, for the benefit of the executives, for the benefit of the entire organization. That is the missed opportunities if you don't know the full complement of insight that is sitting at the board.